welcome back to season 3 of Between Us Girlies. I'm Bran.
I'm Lindsay.
I'm Bailey.
I'm Casey.
And boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to debrief. And we're so glad that our besties at home are listening with us because I personally have a lot to share. I figured we could just get right into it. And you know what I was thinking?
What?
What a better way to start season 3 than me having a threesome over our break.
Right.
That's right, y'all.
Yeah.
Over these 3 weeks, love the number of 3. 1, 2, 3. Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Whoa, okay.
Britney Spears. You don't remember that song?
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a threesome for the first time ever over, I guess we'll call it winter break. It's like basically winter break. It was great, you guys. It was my first time ever having one. I never thought I would be in that arrangement. You know, this time last year, I basically had a husband, and now I'm having threesomes. So just know that your life can change on a dime, and I'm having a blast.
Your life can change on a dime.
It really can. Also, I'm just going to give a little minor flex here. I was like the star of the threesome. Like I was the baby girl. And that really did things for my confidence that can't be undone. So
I feel like that's the differentiating factor between a good what I would consider to be a good threesome is like if I'm just like a supporting cast member or if I am the main star.
no, I was the star.
Can you define the baby girl? Like, I think that is so iconically hilarious.
I'm just referencing that Nicole Kidman TikTok where she's like, I want to be the baby girl. Like,
We should go see
I was
that.
gonna
I do
ask
wanna
you guys,
see it.
That was on my list.
But yeah, I just felt like Nicole Kidman. Like I wanted to be the baby girl and I was the baby girl and I baby girl threesomed and yeah. Anyway, how was y'all's break?
You sound a little nasally up there, bro.
Yeah, I got all of us sick.
No, like, I'm
No, you
dumb
dead
as
ass
shit.
spread it all.
Yeah, like, I
we're
don't
sitting there
feel
and he's
well.
coughing on the. Never mind.
I have a cough drop in my mouth
Yeah,
currently.
we're all. I think we sound more grown and sexy because it's me and Casey's birth week.
Hey.
So we're recording this on the eve of Casey's 35th birthday. Sorry, I didn't mean to drag
If
you
I
like
look
that.
like this at 35, bitch, I would be proud to say
I'm telling
that.
people I'm 45, just so they can guess. So yeah, it's our birth week. So we are a little bit like, let's go.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
good energy in the air. It's the start of the new year, which is crazy. I feel like I had to write 2025 today, and I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, I don't know. 2025, I feel like it just like seems like an absurd year.
Yeah, I feel like also like it was just Christmas. Like I was just home for Christmas. Honestly, I didn't have any threesomes. It was a green Christmas up in the lakes of Erie in Canada. So like honestly, it was great. Like I think I complained last time how we didn't leave the house. Me and my mom spent like 7 hours shopping one day.
Sounds fun.
It was because Christmas Day we watched 7 movies, so we were like, let's just leave the house the next day and just like spend money all day. So that was great. Like I loved being home. It was just like fabulous. But I had wrote a few things down. One, it's so interesting because a lot of the Western PA girlies, I know y'all are listening, and you guys are from Western PA. Damn, Casey's from Delaware. And, but it's a thing called a Pittsburgh salad. And I realized, like, I put on my Finsta and I was saying, like, I'm craving a steak salad with fries and cheese and ranch. And, like, that sounds like separate things, but I was talking all in one salad. So in Pittsburgh, and it is Pittsburgh and Erie and, like, the Midwest of the country, it's all in one. So it's, like, iceberg lettuce, steak, and then like the fries that Casey loves, they're called like
The battered ones.
Yeah, like battered fries, like crispy on top, cheese on top of that, and then you put ranch. Like I don't like ranch on my salads, but you have to have ranch on that.
Damn.
Do the fries get mushy like in
No,
transit?
They don't.
Wow.
What you would think they would, but like it's just like the perfect like.
Wow.
That's called a Pittsburgh salad.
Yeah.
And I could like order that at a restaurant in Pittsburgh. Probably.
Yeah, I feel like.
Because I might be going to Pittsburgh in March. So
They're probably
I'm putting that on my
it's called a
list.
steak salad. Like
Okay.
when I was home, I ordered from like a pizzeria. It was just called like a steak and fry salad. Wow. Like it's just like your regular salads out there, and there's a place called Permane Brothers too.
Yeah,
Lindsay, I don't know if you
Permane.
know. Yeah.
Wow.
And they put fries on their sandwiches.
What's that called again?
Permane.
No. When you put the fries on, it's like that name.
I don't know.
Wasn't
I know what
that
you're
like
talking about.
Like
There's like
yeah, the word I can't
Yeah.
say like gyro or
No,
Gyro?
it's
Yeah.
Gyro? One of those?
Yeah.
You do put fries on a gyro,
whatever it
It was
is.
gyro.
I don't know, but I know what you're saying. But when you're out there, try it. It's like really good. But I'm so pissed. Like Philly doesn't do like that.
Yeah,
But
I've
I was
never heard of
craving-
that.
Yeah, I was like craving when I got home. I'm like, no one here has it unless you just buy everything individually. And then the nicest, sweetest thing happened while I was home in Erie. So my mom and I, Capricorn girls, we love, like, it was so fun. Christmas Day at night, we were writing down our grocery list, because we just love doing that, like looking at the ads and like writing it on our list. And then the next day we woke up at like 7 a.m., went to the grocery store, because like, why the hell not? And it was so sweet. We were doing our 2 separate orders because I was driving back to Philly the next day. And we got to the register, and a very nice veteran, he actually paid for both of our groceries.
So sweet.
It's so nice.
It was the sweetest thing. I won't cry because I'm very hormonal. But I also like went over budget my groceries too, because my mom's like, you have to buy this, this, and this. I'm like, I don't. But it was like just such a, like, especially the day after Christmas. And he was like, I help out women with children and those with disabilities. And he was just so sweet and like took care of me, my mom. Then after we were done, I watched him go into like another woman, and she had a little baby with her, and they were in a self-checkout, and he was just paying for her stuff too. So it's just so nice.
Yeah, that's really
It's just so nice, and just like pay it forward, you know?
Yeah.
Like it reminds me, sorry, I'm yapping, but there was this, I was in high school, and this girl, I am messing up her last name, actually forgetting it, but her name was Alyssa, and she was like probably 2 years older than us when I was in high school. Went to a neighboring high school. She had epilepsy and ended up passing away. And I want to say she's probably like sophomore or junior, like very young. And cheerleader, and her favorite drink at Starbucks was a pumpkin spice latte. And she passed in like August, so right before school even started. She was a cheerleader. It was like really sad for the whole town of Erie. And so we did this thing called Pay It Forward. The whole city of Erie, at every single Starbucks, when you were in that drive-thru, or you were in, I know you're gonna cry.
Oh my God.
I'm getting goosebumps. If you were at Starbucks, someone would, me and my mom, I remember we did it the first
I'm
day.
actually crying.
You buy a pumpkin spice latte, and then you buy it for the next person. So like we buy like 2, and like it was just like a continuous thing that like the whole city of Erie did. And it just reminded me of that, just like paying it forward. So like,
That's so nice.
so just like, I don't know, like just always think about like how, just in the back of your mind, like going to the new year, just think about little things like that, and how you can always just brighten someone's day.
No, I love
Yeah.
that. I'm trying to do more of that too. I just bought like a random girl on my For You page account in G7X.
I saw that.
She was like, once I get this camera, like my content's gonna be so good. I was like, girl, I'll buy it for you. Like,
That's so
period.
sweet.
So I feel like it's the year of giving.
Yeah, it is. It just makes you feel good. It just reminds you of like stuff like that. And like that was
Yeah.
such a small thing, and like
Brings good karma.
Yeah.
yes.
How are your breaks, Case Lens?
Well, I have some exciting news from the group. Still unemployed, still single, still depressed. Welcome in 2025. Yay!
You have excited.
That was the news.
Oh.
That was the news. Nothing's changed. Not a thing.
Okay.
Love that. I do have a story about work, but it actually kind of like, I feel like relates to my birthday, because I like rarely feel old. I feel like we're pretty young for our age. Like, yes, we're in our late 20s, but I definitely know some other people in their late 20s who either are like fully like parents now, or just like are in totally different worlds than we are.
Yeah.
But I was at work, and we run, like one of the accounts I run, we make like custom apparel. And so one of the younger girls, she runs Snapchat. So she like, it's a younger account. She's a younger person. She was making content, and she made a sweatshirt, because we make custom apparel, and it said Skibbity Rismus. And I have never in my life felt so fucking old. I was like, I can't. Like, what is anything that you just made? Like,
I still don't get it.
I don't
like,
understand.
I even Googled it, and I was like, what is this?
And I've heard of
Ohio?
like Skibbity. Yes, like you're Ohio.
Yeah.
I don't understand any of it. And I've heard of the Skibbity whatever before, but Skibbity Rismus, I was like,
That's hard though.
I was like, am I like a loser, or are we just like, that's truly just so young for us that we don't need to know that?
It's Gen what? Gen Alpha?
Oh,
I don't
God.
even
What?
know.
Gen
it's like
A?
it's
What
like
is that?
Gen
A?
because what
Yeah.
Gen Z, it's like it's a different generation. Like they're
Yeah.
like, it's what Skibbity toilet, is that what it's from?
Yeah,
I think,
it's
yeah.
the toilet
And
or
then
whatever.
Riz. I mean, Riz is like
Right,
but
Riz
it's
is
like
like-
Riz is like different in their terms now. I
And like
guess.
Riz took me a second to learn, but I feel like even if I don't like use younger like terminology, I at least get it. Like I'm like, oh, okay, like I can understand where that came from or get the reference, but I truly did not understand Skibbity Rismus. And I was like, this is making me feel really fucking
Look,
old.
you love it though. So
Can you explain it to me after this?
Yeah, I honestly had to
don't
watch like another
understand.
podcast of like 30-year-olds talking about it, and, like
Yeah.
breaking it down, because they're like, what the hell? Oh my God, I almost dropped my cough drop. It's just random as, I think it's very like, they're like chronically online type kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the whole thing.
I thought it had something to do with Roblox.
I like still don't even understand
I think
Riz.
that probably plays
I don't
into
really,
it.
Riz is like charisma. Like if
Yeah.
somebody has
Yeah.
Riz, they're like cool and
But they say like, that's like, I feel like we had that Riz, but then like theirs is like, y'all know I'm on this TikTok shit. It's like, Riz Master and like
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
they're like
have,
the
like,
ultimate like
the
what?
ultimate Rizzer, like something.
I don't
weird.
like it.
The Wizard of Oz.
Wait, did you say Riz in high school? Like, had you known Riz before?
I thought Riz was like, didn't we like a few years ago? Riz,
Yeah,
kind of
Riz
started.
I feel like
Oh,
last
I had
year was
never-
where I heard it.
Yeah,
Like,
I
put
didn't
the-
hear it until
And I
like
heard it in
last
like
year.
context, like, oh, I put the Riz on her.
Or like she's rizzing me up. Like I feel like I heard like
Oh, I never heard of it until like it became like a TikTok thing.
Yeah, it's more recent to me as well.
Okay, that makes me feel better. The other thing I wanted from my break, I had a very boring break. These are why my 2 updates are just super random. But I'm like so afraid of being scammed. Like I think it is so easy these days and they make it very hard to tell. So I am genuinely terrified of being scammed. And I got an email in my work email, which we don't really use email for my job. So I don't really have emails in there often. But I got this email from American Express. And I've been getting emails on my personal from American Express saying that I opened up a new line of credit. Comes to find out somebody stole my account, my like social
Identity.
security number, and they're trying to open credit cards. So I've been on high
Why does
alert.
this shit always happen to you?
Right?
Like, that's so
I
random.
literally had to call American Express and they were like, "Oh yeah, like 2 lines of credit were opened under your name." So I had to do all this shit. So I've been on high alert. So I get an email from American Express for a $100 gift card. And I was like, this is obviously fake. So I delete it and then I went to like super delete it. Like I went to go to my delete and then do it
Yeah.
again. And I was like, like that's just aggressive. Like I'll leave it, whatever. A week goes by, I'm at work, and all my coworkers are like, "Ooh, what did you spend your gift card on? What did you spend your gift card on?" And I was like, "What are you guys talking about?" And they're like, "Oh, the CEO sent us all $100 Visa gift cards for the holidays." And I was like, "Shut the fuck up." I literally just deleted that. I had to go back in my email. Y'all know how hard it is to find emails in Gmail.
Yeah.
I'm typing in Visa, American Express. I finally found it.
okay.
But I am so afraid of being scammed that I literally like deleted a $100 free gift card because I was so scared.
What'd you spend it on?
I haven't spent it yet. I put it in my Apple Wallet, so I'm hoping one day.
Every time. It wouldn't be season 3 if Bailey didn't drop something.
I feel like one day I'm gonna forget that I have it, and it's gonna like make my day the random day I remember.
Wow, that's crazy. My mom, this is also like our parents are at the age where they can't get scammed. So let's be on the lookout for this. Cause I remember I told you guys about this in the summer. My mom got scammed, almost did on Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook
Yeah,
Marketplace.
and those motherfuckers, nasty. They were nasty to my mom because it was like, in her defense, like just look at the full picture. But it was a fridge that she wanted for the basement, and whatever, they were nice, and she was like, she texted me, she was like, "Hey, I'm trying to cash app this person, but I can't find their cash app." And I'm like, "Oh, like let me just look for you." I couldn't find it, and I was like, "Huh, that's weird." And I like end up going on the profile that like was the person that was selling it. It was a fake profile, and then she sent me the screenshots of like the Facebook Messenger. It was like, "Just send it, woman." Like they
Oh
were
my gosh.
demanding the money from my mom to like just send it now. Like, what are you waiting for?
Woman.
Like I forgot, it wasn't even a woman. It was like kind of like rude, like not like old, like not like old man.
no.
It was something like nasty to like go
crazy.
I'm like, I'm like, "Mom," I'm like, "Cuss them out." I'm like, I reported them. I'm like, just watch out for your parents. So on Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah.
it made me really sad. I was
No,
like,
it's-
don't you dare take advantage of my mom.
Yeah.
I think we need to watch out for the internet because I've been seeing so many things recently that I need to just like, I've been holding these things in. And the first one I've only been holding in for a little bit. But did you guys see the Golden Globes review? Like, you know, all the clips are coming out. Demi Moore and Kylie Jenner.
Oh yeah.
Oh, their interaction.
Wait, no, I didn't see it.
Okay, so there's like a video of it's Demi, right? I think not Demi.
Yeah, it's Demi.
Demi walks over to Kylie and Timothy, baby, sitting with these 2 women. I couldn't
Elle
see who they
Fanning.
were. Okay, yeah, so I couldn't see who their faces, but Elle Fanning, and like compliments them, like, "Oh, you guys look so beautiful." And then she goes, "You too look so beautiful." Kylie Jenner's sitting there like cheesed up, very like cordial, casual, nice, like friendly. And just like compliments the other 2 and just like turns away, doesn't address her, gives her like a weird smirk, then walks around her to her man, has a full kiki with her or with him, and just doesn't say anything to Kylie. And it just looked so rude. Like I was like, girl.
Have those those lip readers been on that yet? Because you know that they love that shit.
You can hear the audio, like it doesn't need to be audio. You can hear the audio and like
Listen, I will defend Demi though, because I saw her acceptance speech and I cried, and
It
I
was
wish
beautiful.
I
nothing
didn't
but the
see
best
it.
for her. She can be rude to Kylie. She had her night. It wasn't about Kylie last night.
Well, I personally hated it.
No, I understand.
Then, number 2 on our list, a little bit more recent as well, but Our hot Cheeto ass almost president wants to rename the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. Yeah. So I know there probably won't be any comments.
The silence there was intentional. I have nothing to add to that comment.
Right. And then the last thing that I've been seeing. Yeah, exactly.
What are we doing?
What, Donald?
Doing?
Then the last thing I saw was, and I might have put myself in this hole, so I apologize to you, Lindsay, from Lindsay to Lindsay. People not showering. For some reason, I got stuck on I don't shower talk. And it's like...
You seek this out.
Wait, what?
Brandon, the Lord as my witness.
You seek out mukbangs. You seek out this.
No,
you
I don't.
piss yourself
You
off.
like
No, I
rage
don't.
bait.
No, I don't.
You do.
You
Yes,
guys heard
do.
it here. Lindsay Anderson enjoys rage bait.
Never any support for me. Never any support. I didn't seek this one out.
How did...
It showed up on my FIP of a guy. You know those guys who do the interviews, random
Did
people on
that
the
show
street?
up on your FIP?
No.
Right. Sorry.
Never.
Continue.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's
No,
fine.
let me let you finish.
I do enjoy the interviews where the man on the street interviews. So yeah, I built my For You page brick by brick, but I wasn't expecting this particular question.
Right.
So new year, same you.
Yeah, same me. How many days a week do you shower? Let me tell you this. When this girl said 2, I gasped.
Out
for
of how
air.
many days?
There
was
are
she
1, 2,
thinking?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Right.
2.
Right.
One girl said she showered every Saturday. Just
And
Saturdays.
it comes to a point where it's rage bait.
It has to
It has to be. Well, I'm glad you guys had a wholesome break because I didn't. In fact, I drank so much that I had an individual story written down in my notes with each one of you because I had my own special night out with each one of you. Some of you more than once, Lindsay. But I guess where we should start off is the Kiss Me story. If you want to.
Oh, wow.
Wow, we haven't done this in a while.
It's been a minute, but I did write down that we need to talk about.
Oh, this is one of the
happened.
best ones.
I was wearing this sweater on that actual.
You
eve.
were.
Yep. So I don't know if you want to take it from your perspective, Bailey, but
I don't see.
it was.
What was it?
We were at.
You said what happened?
We went to a dinner at Almira. Apparently, it's Almira. So for season 3, I'm sticking with Almira. We went to a dinner at Almira. And then we went to Midnight in the Wicked. And by the time we were at Midnight in the Wicked, I was a little bit intoxicated. And I don't know, Bailey just looked really beautiful. And I was in a really good mood. I was with like so many fun people. I just felt very euphoric per se. So I guess I had a moment with Bailey that caught her off guard.
We're standing there. We're standing there. And I don't even know why we were standing like this because the music wasn't like this. Like, you know at proms when like Brandon had his arms around my neck and mine around his waist. So I was also like tall as shit. And then he looks up at me. It's like a beautiful prom. He says, "Kiss me." And I was like, oh. I was like, okay. And like we just did a pact, but like the way you said it, it was just like, "Kiss me."
I was going to say, it was so different. I feel like we've all shared like a funny drunk kiss, like, because you made me kiss you at the strip club earlier this break too. So that was like a funny, like low key kiss. Like he was just like, "Oh, kiss me." But yours, the way you told the story was like romantic and like beautiful. Like he was like,
Because you know what
"Kiss
it was?
me."
You were sitting on the booth, so I was like lower than you, and I was just like, I feel like I was touching your shoulders, and I was just like, "Kiss me."
And it was like the way you said it, it's like you like also looking at you, it's like you just want to like accept so much love. Like
Yeah.
you just seem like such a bright light. And I'm like, he wants this love. I'm not gonna deny him.
It started out as a loving night, but then I relapsed, and I did something that I have not done in quite some time, and it's a very stressful situation when this happens. I left my phone in the Uber.
This is that night
that
too.
was
That night.
Oh
Yep.
yes.
We pull up to Mr. Ivy. I have my phone sitting just like this, right on my knee. I get out of the car. The phone falls on the floor. I literally hear it. I get out of the car.
Oh, you heard it.
I hear immediately the car door slam. I'm like, wait, my phone. Turn around. He skirts off. This man deserves prison time. The way he scammed me out of money, insistent that I Venmo'd him $80. I did it. I said, give me my fucking phone back. It was hell.
What about the person? Picture this. You were also there, but you decided to go home early, but you're the only one with Brandon on Fine Friends. So you stay up until 3 a.m. tracking the phone to make sure that it got back to where it needed to be, but you just wanted sometimes go to bed because you were wasted.
So you did the bare minimum as a friend.
Yeah.
I would have done the same for you.
No,
I
the
did the same
maximum. we all did. I was communicating with his friends inside.
I appreciate it. I needed my cell phone.
I felt bad because I called that Uber and I was like, Britt, I'm sorry, I gotta go home. Like, I was like, you were leaving? I said, yeah, babes, it's gonna come to you though. Like, I got it.
I get it. My holiday party.
Oh, yeah.
That was a time. So I hosted my second ever Christmas party at Figo. It was an absolute blast. Had a great time. We went to Delilah's after. I fell in love with a stripper named Malibu. I will put her kids through school and I will go back there.
The thing is with our friend group is like, and I mean our greater friend group, like everyone you invited, they really understand the assignment and
Yes.
they really understand that this is a night to get fucked and fucked up. Like everybody came looking hot. Every single person there was like beautiful. Everyone was drinking. Everyone was having fun. Like it's just an energy. Like it really is the right people curated for that event.
100%. One of my friends that goes to my gym messaged me after and he was like, you convinced me, like 2025, I'm only hanging out with baddies. He was like, after your holiday party, like I only want to be in rooms with bad bitches. And I was like, you know what? We did have a good looking squad there. But something that night pissed me off.
Oh no.
Why is a man talking to me in the first place? Why is a man talking to me? But why is a man approaching me at a post game at my own home at 3 a.m. telling me that I need to eat more protein?
That is so fucking insane.
He comes up to me as I'm eating garlic bread that another man so kindly made. Fucking used all my oil. I'm pissed about that.
All of it.
All of it. Gone.
Was it
I
good?
went, no. But anyway, I'm about to have one slice of garlic bread. I didn't eat all night. There was no food at Figo. I'm starved. He goes, you really should eat more protein, Bran. Like, you should put more protein in your diet. You just did 8 lines of drugs. I think you have bigger priorities than what you're about to tell me to do with my health. Why is a white 24-year-old straight man telling me what to do at all? I know we're in 2025 and the administration is going downhill, but I'll be damned.
Yeah.
I'll be
That's
damned.
one.
Clocked.
That's never okay at any point in time, like to ever tell someone what the fuck to eat or don't eat unless they say, hi, could you help me figure out what to eat or don't eat? So one, he was wrong off the jump for ever doing that. 2, when people are drinking, like it is not the time to talk about work or talk about what they need to be doing better or talk about how they need to be eating healthier. Like that is for you and your private thoughts when you get home. You do not share that with others. Like
I just
period.
never commented on what someone else chooses to order. I will never forget in college, one day I got a grilled cheese and this other man came up to me and was like, yo, you shouldn't eat that, bro. Get the fuck out of my face. I will have clogged arteries and die whenever I feel like it. Mind your own. Mind your fucking own.
Period.
And it's a grilled cheese.
I love a grilled cheese.
Love a grilled cheese.
When I was home, I made only grilled cheeses.
that's
All right, well,
so annoying.
to continue on, I went through about 3 failed situationships.
In the span
this
of a
break.
month.
In the span of a month. The first one, I just think he's a little crazy, so I cut it off
y'all.
before it went downhill.
Good
but
for
I
you for
will
clocking
say, there is no better feeling.
I love them crazy.
There is no better feeling than starting a night out and knowing who you're going home with. I went on a date with this man. It escalated to the bar, and I was like, this is great. I don't have to open up Grindr. I don't have to do anything. I know who I'm fucking at the end of the night. I can have a great night and chill. And not that you can't have a good night if you don't have sex with anybody. We all know I'm a little bit bad at this right now with having to go home with someone. But I was just like, this is such a great feeling. I know who it is. Turns out he got so drunk he had to leave early, and I actually did have to go on Grindr. But it's all good in the hood.
I was literally going to say, I think the only problem with that, I remember like that feeling when you just like, you're like, oh, I'm going home with this person, whether they're someone you've talked to before the event or as soon as you get to the event, you see someone you're going to go home with them. My problem was I would feel so relaxed that I would accidentally get fucked up.
Yes.
And then like I wouldn't even hook up with them because I'd be like, oh, I don't have to like care. Like I know I'm going home with them. And then I would black out.
That did indeed happen to him.
I don't know if I've ever felt that.
Yeah.
Really?
Or I don't give them
Yeah.
any attention, so then they go.
You've like never. Like
No,
you've,
in case you
I mean,
want
I,
to-
I feel like it's the same with a boyfriend. I guess it's not as fun.
No, it's
with your
not.
No,
I
it's
want that
different
to
with a
happen to
boyfriend.
me.
It's like
Yeah.
there's something in the air when you're like, "Ooh, we are definitely going home later," and then you just go and like be crazy for however long until then.
And he's like your dance floor makeout for the night. Like all your friends are coming up to you like, oh, do you like him? Like, no. But like it's fun. I love the lore. So That was the first failed situationship. The second situationship, I guess he's still in the picture. We are friends. We also had a threesome together. We'll call him Nate. Nate and I, one morning, had sex 5 times. And I was just thinking, and I wrote this down in my notes. Have you guys like ever felt like you were in like a sex spell? Like you're just in a room and you just are like under some kind of aura and you just become someone that you are not. Like you are saying the nastiest shit, doing crazy things, just acting like your bodies are one.
Yeah.
And it's just in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I just get my whole fucking
Literally, that happened to me like a month and a half ago, not to put me and Jake's business on blast, but we were having sex and I was just in a mood. The edible had hit just right. We have this mood lighting in our bedroom. So I was just in the zone and he literally like pulled back for a second. He was like, you are a different person right now. And it like turned me on even more. I was like, I am. And then we just had, but like, I was truly like, I felt like I was possessed by someone different. Like I was being crazy.
Yeah. Like I was on top of him and I was just really into it and I was about to climax. And I just said something so disgusting that like after I was just like, who was that? Like I was possessed by the dick. It was crazy. It was nuts. But yeah, I like him. He's fine, you know.
Is he still in the
I
rotation?
say he's not failed.
He is. Here's the thing that I realized. There's nothing more comfortable than your situationship's bed.
Period.
Like there is just something about it, like physically and mentally, that like I just want to be there. But like I don't want anything else. I just want to be in his bed. His bed is so comfortable.
I think I have that. Like I'm the situation, like my bed, like you know, you can come
I
over
would love
anytime
to
to
sleep
sleep.
over.
But yeah, I feel like all my one situationship just loves to.
I feel like that's how I will know, Bailey, that you have found like your man is when you are willing to spend ample time in someone else's bed.
Oh
Because
my
you don't
God,
fuck
yeah.
around with your bed. Your bed is your like, that is your zone, your place. It is like, I feel like that's your heaven. So if you were to consider someone else's bed better than yours, I would be like, oh, let's get our bridesmaids dresses.
No,
She's
like
getting
you
married.
guys have to start planning. Yeah, like no, I have to be in my own bed.
I also had one other one. I wouldn't call him a situationship. He just won't fucking leave me alone.
All right.
And I realized that once they start sending you Instagram DMs, you're in trouble. Like Instagram Reels, sorry. Once they start sending you Instagram Reels, you're in trouble. They like you. If they are sending you Instagram Reels and being like, ha ha ha, reminded me of you, you're done. You're done. They caught the feels quick. So watch out for that.
It's all Gorilla Grip, babes.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, okay, I laid it down this break. Lindsay said she's going to drive me to Planned Parenthood next week. We're going to, you know, test the tubes and everything.
Yeah.
Test the
We love
tubes.
that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a ride.
It's fallopian.
Everything's fine. I was just free as a bird.
Yeah.
Starting 2025
No
off.
pregnancy scares, girls.
Yeah. One last thing that I wrote down that was really funny. We showed our friend Melissa a picture of this guy, and someone was like, oh, he's cute. And she said, if you ever show a picture to somebody and their voice goes up an octave, like, he's cute, they're ugly. And I do fear that she ate with that because she's absolutely right, because the person was not cute.
Yep.
But it was just a kind way to respond.
I was just gonna say, so like, what would you say? Like, if your friend showed you, I feel like if it was one of us, like, you would be a little more honest, but say it's someone like a second degree from this friend group, and they're really excited to tell you about the new guy that they're seeing, and you can tell that they like them and you don't want to burst their bubble. How would you kindly tell them that that man is not attractive?
Oh wow.
Would you though? Like, would
I got it.
Oh, I didn't know that was your answer.
He looks like he has a really good personality.
No, that's
No, I'm
worse
kidding.
than the
I'm
octave.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh.
So is there another picture of him?
That's like,
Oh, that's good.
oh, I can't really tell what he looks like. Do you have a different one?
Oh, that's good.
I'd be like, right.
Oh my God.
Honestly-
you could be like, is he really funny? I can like already tell.
Yeah.
Like I
Well,
can
that's
tell he's really funny.
That's a good
Because
one.
like they're gonna say yes.
Honestly, I'd be like, he's not my type, but if you're happy.
I feel like you would say that.
Like it's just it would like if I say any other thing, it's gonna come off so bitchy that like I have to. I'd be like, or like I would say, oh wow, because like, whoo, Lord. But anyways, what are we talking about?
I'm open. Anyone have a pivot? Anyone eat any good food?
Wait,
Because I did.
No, but I was going to talk about how swine flu is back.
Okay.
It's kind of food.
We can
Yeah,
hear it in
let us know.
this podcast.
Please, you know what?
Not just you. Everybody sounds terrible. Everyone at my job sick.
I only want to say this because it reminded me of when I was in the 8th grade when the swine flu was an actual like thing, and this kid Braden Blazik, Braden Blazik, he said the funniest thing ever. He said H1 in fun, and I remember our teacher freaked the fuck out. She's like, that is not funny. And like, I get it. It was like COVID at the time. People were like passing away and shit. But like H1 in fun is the funniest joke I've heard in the 29 years of my life.
That honestly is crazy. I remember I got like the stomach bug when swine flu was like happening. And I remember we all have this thing where we throw up and tell our parents. I remember I was laying in my parents' bed and my dad so seriously was like to my mom, her name's Lori. He's like, Lord, do you think he's got swine flu? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm shitting my pants over here. Like, why are you telling me that? I was like, I'll never forget that. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, go in the hallway and ask her that. Like, you're going to say that?
Was in front of you?
In front of me. Like, I'm an impressionable 12-year-old. Like, I'm scared.
Oh my
I
god.
picture like outside the hall.
No.
Your dad's
Like, why are you
poured out
saying-
celiac.
Yeah, he's like, Lord, do you think you got swine flu? Like, what the fuck?
I'm fine.
I never forgot about that. I wish him no peace.
Oh man.
You're
Oh,
really
father.
Yeah, I ate some really good food over break. Casey and I went to Jaffa.
Oh my
which
God, it was so good.
So fucking good. That pastrami yellowtail went crazy.
I would like to go to there.
Yeah, it's
Philly
really good.
just is like the restaurant scene was good and it's getting fucking better.
They've
And
been
I
landing
love
on.
that.
They've been landing on. New Year's Eve was really fun too. We went to Xfinity.
Oh, right.
We had a whole pregame at the Bellevue, which was amazing. We had a fun little party bus.
Your wedge salad from the Bellevue looked amazing.
The wedge salad from the Bellevue. If you are ever in the Bellevue, order the wedge salad from room service. It was incredible.
Looks so good. But yeah, New Year's Eve was a blast. Honestly, I wish I ate more food at Xfinity.
Me
Just
too.
looking at your videos, I'm like, why?
No,
we
I
had a little fries.
I remember.
No, we
like,
had a lot of fries.
I remember like
we
ripping the
need
Geno
meat.
steak, and I was like, that was so gay. Like I should have just fucking housed it. Like why was I being a pussy
We should
on
have
New Year's
pizza
Eve?
lins. Like,
I know.
no, we messed up.
I ate a little bit of Brand's pizza, but none of our friends weren't eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna tear everything up.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like that cow.
I'm upset about it.
I had to leave New Year's Eve early because of a little panic attack.
Panic.
We're fine now, but I really don't like driving in the rain. I talked about this on my TikTok. I spun out before and it just really stresses me out. And it was pouring fucking rain that night. And on the way to the hotel, when I realized that we were going to be driving in a giant party bus, I was freaking out. My Uber driver almost hit a woman as she was crossing the street. And I was like, holy fuck, is this a sign? So that just set me off. And I was just like in a bad headspace, whatever. We go to Xfinity. It all was very fun. I was just like in another universe, whatever. I was very stressed out. Everyone was like so nice and just like so, like I love being at this age because I feel like in college it would have been like, oh, you're so boring for
Yeah.
leaving. And like nobody would understand. But like
Yeah.
now we're all one, so understanding of each other, and two, like mature and adults. And
Yeah.
everyone was just like, okay, get home safe. Like no
Yeah.
one cared. No one gave me any shit for it, which your friends shouldn't, but you guys know what I mean. Like in college, it was definitely not like that. But I was pissed because when we got home, we had no fucking food either. The whole drive home, I was so excited to be home. And I was like, I can't wait to eat my gluten-free chicken nuggets. And it was like getting me through. We walk in the door, I open the freezer, and there was no fucking chicken nuggets.
Damn.
I was like, this is the worst night of my life. But I did get to watch Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper
Oh,
bring in
good.
the new year, and they're just so unhinged. Like, I truly hope when we make it and we're on TV one day, we get to be that. Just
Yeah.
unhinged and like drunk on live TV.
Yeah,
I love it.
100%. Anything on y'all's FYP?
Well, wait, I wanted to say the other good food we ate. We also went to Barcelona Wine Bar.
Yes, that
So-
was insane.
We celebrated my birthday a little early because my birthday's on a fucking Wednesday. Christmas, New Year's, everything's on a Wednesday this year, and I'm
Yeah.
over it. I need them to go back to different days of the week. I don't like things being on a Wednesday, but my birthday was on a Wednesday, and Bailey's actual birthday is this Friday, so I wanted to be able to celebrate them separately because, like, when your birthday ends on a weekend, I feel like that's like your year to go like crazy.
I
Like
haven't
when it's
had
on
a Friday birthday in a minute.
Right. So I was like, oh, I want to make sure we like celebrate it separately. So last Friday we were already going out. And I was like, let's just make it like my quote unquote birthday night. So we went to Barcelona Wine Bar. They were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
The food
So
was
good.
incredible. They gave me a freaking bottle of wine that said happy birthday on it. They came over with like a funnel and made us all do like a funnel
The
of
white sangria.
it was just such a good vibe. We like need to go there again, like
Yeah.
immediately. immediately. I loved
So
it.
many people like comment on my stories like, I know that bathroom. I'm like, wait, is this? I'm like, why haven't I been here like more or sooner?
I wish there
Whatever.
was one in Fishtown.
I know.
I feel like Barcelona would do so good there.
Are there
It
multiple
totally
locations?
Yeah, so
There's another
it's a
one in DC,
franchise.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
But
think-
it doesn't feel like a franchise at all.
At all. I thought it was. I didn't realize until we started posting that there was another
Yeah.
location.
It was so funny too, because like our friends in our group chat, like the next day we were talking about like our favorite dishes there. Like that place really is like the shit. Everyone loves it. Everything was amazing.
Ham and cheese croquetas.
I also think portion wise, and this is no shade to Amada, which we also love, but if you're talking about Spanish tapas, the portion size at Amada is stressful sometimes because only a few things come out and you're like, oh, let me get 2 of those. Let me get 3 of those. Barcelona Wine Bar's portions we only asked questions about 2 of the portions, which we doubled up on, but everything else came out perfectly portioned for all 4 of us, which was just so nice to like have enough food. You know, you hate when you order
such a
something
good
and it gives
point.
you 2 of them and it's like,
Yeah.
you aren't going to tell us that you see this big ass table?
Yeah.
Right.
You're not going to tell us? So it was a really nice surprise.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm a
Yeah.
hungry hippo. It was lish.
Okay, but we were going to talk about FYP.
FYP.
Yes.
Back to FYP.
I have a sad one. I don't know if everybody else has seen it, but Aubrey Plaza's
Yeah.
husband passed away.
That was crazy.
It's so upsetting.
Yeah.
I didn't read her statement or anything, but I just wanted to.
I've gotten
say
to a
that.
point with like, because I'm really big into true crime. Like that's all I listen to all day long is true crime and investigations and things like that. But I've gotten to a point with the media where like when it's a current tragedy or something bad happening in real time, I really try not to pay attention to it because I do think like people like monopolize it or whatever the word is I'm trying to say. Like they like make it though like every video will be about this tragedy. I'm like, she's experiencing like the worst thing you can experience as a person. Maybe let's give her a little bit before we make 1,001 videos on what she's going through. And like when there's like current murders happening, like I try not to get as involved. And I'm like, and it's not to say it makes it any better because in 3 months when there's a documentary, I will be watching it. But like in current time, I get so stressed out trying to like stay up to date with that.
I mean, the Idaho murders probably did that for you because I mean, that was just people were just playing detective. But I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't seen any other things. So I know she was supposed to be a presenter at the Golden Globes on Sunday. Oh. So I think that the news came out Saturday. So it was just such a close situation that happened.
But on a lighter note, presenter, Nikki Glazer.
Oh my God,
ate that up.
She bodied
She's
that.
so
That was
good.
incredible. Like, it's crazy when every joke hits.
Yeah.
Like, she's a comedian.
She did
and
such
she's
a good
also
job.
hot. And I
I
love
know.
that.
Yeah.
I would love to meet her. Me
too.
Hey, Nick, if you're
And
watching
she's a
this.
huge Swiftie.
Lindsay and I always talk about that Justin Bieber roast, and she was on there, right?
Like, just ate it up.
she was so good.
I saw an interview where she said that's kind of like where her career took off was all the roasts she did because she did like I think
Yeah.
she did Tom Brady's roast and she did
Oh,
a
she did
a
Tom
different
Brady. She was so funny on Tom Brady.
yeah
too.
like she's just so good at that.
There is nothing better than a funny girl. There's this girl on TikTok. Her name is Suzanne, but I forgot her last name. I just followed her. She roasts so efficiently and so incredibly. Like I never comment on videos 'cause I'm like, what if somebody sees me commenting? Like, don't worry about it. But I commented today. I was like, I love you. She claps back at like people who bully her about certain things. Like one of them was a political video. And this girl was like, if we catch you at Walmart or Ulta, like, we're going to show you what, like, being a Trumpie's about. And she comes back and she goes, Mary, my zip code does not abide Walmart. And our paths will never cross because my path is paved and yours is lit by split ends and Busch Light cans. And I said, oh, my goodness. Like, it was
Damn.
incredible. Shoot her.
Cooked her.
that.
You know what's funny what you're saying about a funny, like nothing better than a funny girl. I was just watching this TikTok and I feel like you would experience this, Lindsay. Like when I saw it, I thought of you, where this guy was saying, he was like, men cannot handle like a charismatic, funny girl. They automatically think they're flirting with them. Like guys
Oh, I saw
can't
that
see
TikTok.
girls as being platonically charismatic, platonically funny, platonically nice. Like if you are any of those things to a man, you're automatically flirting with him. And I feel like you've been in instances where like a guy won't leave you alone and you're like, why does this guy like me so much? And it's because you're like a nice, charismatic person. And I think that they think, oh, if a girl's talking to me, she must want to flirt with me and want to fuck me. And it's like guys can't realize that a girl can just be nice.
That happens to me at like the bar because like I talk like that, but then like they're like, oh, so I'm like, oh, I was being too nice, huh? Like I was just trying to be friendly. But before I forget, Lindsay's been on this, the Beyonce halftime, the Beyonce Bowl. We have to talk about her. Like It was great. Me and Casey actually flew out to Texas for this one. Y'all laughing. No, but we watched that home, Avi. But my best use of Netflix, like, thus far.
Yeah.
She was so good. That thing was so, like, when you look at all the behind the scenes, all the TikToks, like, she had to be on point with those rehearsals and, like, taking, like, I can't breathe. Like, taking the water sips and, like, or, like, sweating. It was just amazing.
I wonder if she thought she messed up at any point. Like, you know, when someone, like, for example, a pianist, you see somebody out playing piano and it's incredible and they're like, oh, I messed up that one note. And you're like, bitch, where? Like, when? I wonder if Beyonce had, like, a little hiccup and, like, she's just so incredible. Like, who noticed that?
Yeah, we would never know.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of people messing up and, like, doing well, I was so, like, shocked this weekend because Brandon and I went to Punchline, right? Is that what's Helium? We went to Helium Comedy Club. Sorry,
There's so many
clubs.
comedy.
To see Grace O'Malley, and the crowd was like,
Ass.
yeah, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I was trying to be nice. Yeah, they sucked. There was no like real genuine, like interest. I feel like, and Grace and her like supporting acts were incredible. Like so freaking funny. Like we were cracking up. And afterwards, she was like, "Oh, I didn't think that I did that. Like that it went that well. Not because of Grace, but because of the crowd." And I was like, that was incredible. Like I would have never known. It's like we are really our harshest critics.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The other thing on my FYP, and I have a not even fan, I used to watch her shit, and I still do, of this woman, Stephanie Teleji, who does TikTok gossip
I've never seen that woman
lore.
before in my life.
You've seen her,
You've seen her.
trust me.
She just
She
different
started,
than
this
that
is
photo.
everyone of her voice. Grace O'Malley just responded to the BFF's podcast drama. Like, she does that. Inside. You know what? Hold on. You entertain yourselves. Let me get a video up because
While we're doing that, I'll talk about my FYP really quick. Are y'all on the Ash Trevino? Do you guys see that?
Yes.
We've never talked about it as a friend group, and it is all my FYP is.
Yes.
I wish I could be like you two and not know what that is.
Wait,
okay,
God.
pause that. Back to you,
I
Brandon.
can't make this up.
Dave Portnoy is slamming Grace O'Malley after her Theo Vaughn podcast episode.
I was super upset when I first saw it.
She
James Kennedy is back at
does
AA
not
a month
rest.
after his
And she just, it's come to the point, Stephanie. I'm sorry,
Gets
Stephanie.
to a point.
It gets to a point, babe, where you need to realize that you are kind of the villain. She is making drama so much worse than it needs to be. And listen, I know everyone is so hyper-focused on this Grace O'Malley and Brie drama. At the end of the day, those are two best friends that after 14 years are going through something that sucks. And just like we were saying earlier with, someone who just died, like, I just wouldn't want to make my money off of that. Like, I wouldn't want to make my money off of kind of feeding into that shit. And I get that that's just like journalism or whatever and whatever.
No, it's like modern day
But,
Perez
like,
Hilton.
I just think, it literally
Yeah,
is
like,
like
what are you
tabloids.
doing?
Yeah.
And I forget what it was. She posted something that was like kind of similar to the Aubrey Plaza situation where it really wasn't something. And I was so glad to read the comments that were like, Stephanie, like, you shouldn't have done this one. Like, and people were like, girl, like, you're not reporting this correctly. Like, seriously, like, it's just, I kind of can't with her anymore. So I went from standing her hard to, I'm now against Miss Stephanie.
No, that's like, it really is like a modern day like paparazzi back when they were like doing insane shit to like get the photo. Like, it's just like, you don't need to comment on every single thing as it comes out. I get you want to be the first person when people search it on TikTok, but like, have some integrity. Our friendships, both with each other and with other people, where you're like going through a really rough time with a best friend. It's fucking horrible. It's sad. It like consumes you, and to have that be like the most public thing talked about on my FYP,
Right.
like, I would die.
I've also seen it was today. I saw 4 different TikToks about Ariana Grande and her like weight and like her eyebrows and all this shit. And like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I just don't understand why people care so much that I saw 4 separate accounts talking about it. Like, this girl has a fucking movie. Like, I don't I understand you're like, you want to be like, I can't even find the words. It's like you're upset about it or you're worried about her. But like, at this point, people are just talking shit. Like, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I think that she's okay.
Like, yeah.
I think that she has a team around her that if something wasn't okay, I mean, I guess I can't really say that because what the fuck's going on with Britney Spears? But I think Ariana's good.
I just think people in their parasocial relationships with
It's
celebrities
so
is just
weird.
getting like just stop.
Yeah.
Like,
And
just stop.
I see what you're saying about the Britney thing, but at the same time, no one will get better if we make 1,000 TikToks about it. Like, that's not what's going to fix it. Like, she has a team. She's figuring out, I'm sure that you making TikToks and making more people talk both negatively and positively about her is not really helping the situation either way.
Also, unfortunately, we got a firsthand view on Britney. Like, we literally watched her crash out. So it's like,
Yeah.
that was a really, like, she's mentally going through a lot. So it's like, we know that. Same with Amanda Bynes. It's like, but Ariana Grande has really done nothing to, we don't really have a say.
She's
right there.
thriving.
Like,
She just got the role of her dreams.
Yeah,
she
like,
crushed it.
Right.
She's a beautiful voice. Like, leave her alone.
Yeah. And there were so many comparisons. Like, she was like, when everyone thought I looked my best, I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, what are you, you can't tell someone how they feel. Like, it's my thing. Like, I just hate that.
Yeah. I agree. I just hope that 2025 can be kinder to women. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so sick of seeing the same shit over and over again. Like, fuck off.
I agree.
Yeah.
On FYP note, I wanted to know, who is your most problematic person that you will stand by on the internet? Because I think mine is HRH Collection. You know, the girl who makes all of those crazy sounds. Like, they're always ugly. They're always fucking ugly. Like, I think she's a horrible person.
A rat. Stinky little rat.
Fucking rat. But I was watching her videos the other day. I was like, nah, I stand by this bitch. She's funny as fuck.
Mine's Trisha Paytas.
That's a good one.
I know people like her now, but they did not for a long time, and I was still her number one fan, so I will always ride for her.
Yep.
Mine, I don't know.
Why do I feel like I know yours and it's not coming to my brain right now? I feel like there's like someone that
I
you
feel like not now currently, but you've always been like a Zayn and Heath.
I was
like,
gonna say that.
them
People
fan.
like people like, I will say it loud and proud. I love Zayn and Heath. Like, I love their podcast. I think they're funny as shit. They are separated from that David Dobrik man. I also got a notification that David Dobrik is back to vlogging.
Oh my God.
Whatever the hell that means.
Lindsay, is it you who thinks James Charles is funny?
I like love James.
He's
Charles.
funny now.
I'm
he's funny.
sorry.
His car reviews, have you seen them?
No.
Oh, Lindsay, you would love.
I think that he is just like a mess, and like sometimes when he gets on the internet and starts yelling, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah,
And he's on
literally.
live and he's just like, you're fat. And he's
I
like,
love him, and he's so problematic, and I don't think that his singing career is going to take off. But with that being said, I'll continue to support him no matter what.
Okay, going off of that, and I'm only saying this because like Jeffree Star, I used to watch all of his makeup reviews, like all of his like Jeffree Star approved, because he knows how to put the makeup on. Like, I do my Fenty concealer because he taught me how to put it on.
Oh, he's talented, but he's bizarre. His yak farm,
Yak
all
farm.
that. Yeah, he's terrible.
I love his trending sound right
What
now.
is it again?
It's
Yeah,
like,
like-
Oh yeah.
he's on live and he's singing Pound Town. He's like, out here in Miami. And then I can't say the next part, but he
Why
goes,
not?
yep, that part.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a racial slur. and
that
I don't-
part.
I don't support that.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought the next line was the one about the hoochie dad.
Yeah.
You know what?
It is.
yeah,
It is.
it's a really
But then
funny sound.
The next part, he's like,
Why don't you
that
sing it?
part.
Oh,
No,
my bad.
I'm
Okay,
all
yeah,
set.
yeah, yeah.
See,
yeah.
see how she tries to
This
set
is
me up?
crazy.
New year,
This is
new
a trap.
setup.
This is a trap.
What are you going to talk about?
I do have an announcement again.
Okay.
You're pregnant.
Which honestly could like lead into pregnancy, but like I'm not
No,
pregnant.
no.
Yes, I did quit again. My vape actually died the other day, and I just can't justify spending like $22 every time I need a fix. And I am also sick right now. And I just realized there's so many nasty things that are in those damn devices. So
Just realized that.
thing is, I knew it. Like I knew it. Like I know it's in those things. When it started tasting like a fucking computer, like I'm still gonna huff this. I just need it.
I feel like Capricorns, because I feel like we're similar in this way. Like, we are so regimented, so like disciplined and like very on our shit, but we all have like one vice that we just can't like quit. And mine for a long time, I have many, but one of mine was tanning. Like, I feel like I took such good care of my skin. I was healthy, but I would lay myself in a tanning bed and burn my skin. And I finally got to a point where I was like, okay, I like literally can't do this. Like, I want to have nice skin when I'm older, and I had to stop. And I feel like this has been your vice, and maybe
It
you're at a
doesn't
point.
it's never affected my health or workouts. Like I can.
It is not good for your lungs.
Yeah, whatever. But like, I mean, like, blah. Listen, this country was founded on tobacco, so like, I'm still gonna have my cigarette on my birthday. Like, I think I'm gonna have like a vacation cigarette. but no more like vapes. And also,
I love a vacation cigarette.
yeah, like I'm gonna have like if I need nicotine, like I don't have a nicotine addiction. I have a oral fixation. Like
Let's move to 6.
yeah, exactly. Like if I went, like I can go like
No, we just got her to quit.
Yeah, but
we're
like-
not moving to cigs. No, she gets a birthday cig, a vacation cig, a fun here and there cig, a drunk cig every now and then.
Right.
If I catch this bitch with a pack of cigs anywhere in the vicinity,
Hey, she just started her journey. We
no,
can't
literally,
overwhelm her.
that's crazy.
Brandon, I'm gonna cuss you.
I remember this one time me and Casey were living together at like our D house, and I was like smoking cigs outside, like, and you and our other roommate were so concerned, like, oh my god, like she's smoking cigs like during the day. I'm like, yeah, I am.
The problem is that they've yet to invent something that makes you look as cool as cigarettes do. I'll
Yeah.
say it. Cigarettes are like they're bad for you. This is not condoning
She's right.
smoking. Like I am in no way saying you should smoke cigarettes. I think they're gross. I think the smell is disgusting. But tell me that back in the 2000s, when a bitch with bad extensions had a cigarette in her hands, she wasn't the it girl of the like.
Skins UK. Skins UK is the reason I started. Like I had to smoke cigarettes in college because Skins. Oh my god,
You just need
you're
to
so
invent
right.
something that makes you look as cool as that does.
I can see the comments on our TikTok now.
you
Podcast
guys are
equipment is
sick.
not expensive enough. I see
I'm
it.
going to be
I
the
could have a
first
podcast.
commenter.
These
No,
don't
there's.
suck my
I'm
dick.
not saying do it. I
Bro,
don't
I
think
agree with
it's
you.
it's cool enough to do. I just
Especially
think like
when you have a cigarette holder, like,
Ooh.
then that's expensive.
Like
then
those
it's
long-
like my
like Cruella
cigarette
de
tastes
Vil.
like Hermes. Like that's rich.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But I did quit vaping.
I'm proud of you.
we love that.
We love it.
I'm really proud
I'm
of
here
you.
to support you in the journey. If that means slowly getting you there by having a few drunk cigs with you, I will be happy to take that task on for the team.
Thank you for
Um,
that.
I
No-
think me and Lindsay can handle it from
No
here.
judgment.
Yeah, we got
I
it.
think we got it. Also, like, I feel like I was buying it for everybody's boyfriends at that point. But anyways, that's enough.
That's a good immunity necklace.
Oh, that is my immunity necklace. Like, why was I buying? Like, how do I put this?
No, let it rip.
Yeah, like why the fuck am I buying my vape for $25 and then getting an attitude when I say stop hitting my vape? Oh, it's just a vape. Yeah, so buy your own fucking vape. That would just make me so mad. And then like at New Year's Eve, sorry y'all, I'm gonna say it. There's 2 fucking boys. Hey Bales, can I come hit your vape? I had a mini vape. It was not even rechargeable. You know that thing died the next day?
Hey, Bales.
Hey Bales, can I have a hit of your vape? Like, oh my god, goofies. Sorry.
Not an immunity necklace, but I think I learned a very good lesson over the break thanks to my therapist, and I did want to share. My therapist said something that really stuck to me, and she said that when it comes to healing is when you can confidently say that you wish someone well, but you wish them gone. And I thought that was really powerful because I had a situation over break where someone that I used to be in love with did something kind of fucked up. And it actually just made me really happy that I was done and not in that situation anymore. And when I said that to my therapist, she was like, that sounds like you're healing, because healing is when you can acknowledge that you still wish someone well, you wish the best for them, but you wish them gone. You don't want them to be in your life, and you're happy with, them not contacting you, not being there. And I was like, damn, you're smart as fuck. No wonder they pay you the big bucks.
For real.
But I thought that was beautifully said. So I hope that for anyone out there, going through some shit, that you find the time where you will wish someone well, but you wish them gone.
I'm so hormonal. Like I'm gonna get my period on Friday. This is not great. This is like a Taylor Swift song.
My bad.
No,
Figured
it
all
really
that
is the
raunchy
goal.
shit.
Like, because you're just so unbothered. Like the song
That's
I
it.
Forgot That You Existed, Taylor Swift. Although that song is like kind of campy and whatever, I just love the vibe of that song. Like it's not hate, it's just indifference. I just don't care that you exist anymore, and not in a bad way. I'm just you exist in your lane, I'm existing in mine.
Yeah.
Live in your world.
You're not gonna like that song if you haven't heard it. It's really poppy, but the vibe is really
I've been liking like Blank Space. Like I like her 1989 album.
It's catchy.
Okay.
Anything else, y'all?
I think that's it. What a way to start season 3.
Wow, this is fun.
We're gonna have a lot. Also, I asked this on my live, but I want you guys to answer too. We want to have guests on this season, but are y'all interested in that? Like, would you rather hear the 4 of us just yap every week? Or
Hell no.
are you down for some guests? And if so, comment below on whatever platform you're watching and tell us your dream guest to have sitting on the couch with us.
Yeah.
And until then, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye guys.